Hello, how is everybody? Hi, Paula. Long time no see. Hi, Ma. Laura's in there. Hi, Sherry. Marilyn. You guys are here early. Oh, no, I have to go back and read everything. Hi, Jeff. Sorry, I had to get... My phone wasn't rotating. I had to figure that out. So, wow, y'all been chatting a while. Cindy, Joletta, Alita, Alita. Sorry. Oh, you need power back. Laura, I don't remember where you are for power. We've been around a lot of it's been tornadoes and stuff. We've been nice and safe, not a problem. We're all good. Um yes, and we had oh, I had to just make sure I got all plugged in good, Marilyn, too. I'm like, I didn't forget. I just was like, I had to go grab my cord to plug in. So we had a good time. We ran around. We did 3 antique malls yesterday and 1 on Sunday. So we did a lot of looking. I don't think we did. Hey, Jeremy, how are you doing tonight? Hi, Mark. How are you? And my condolences to you as well, you and your family. Sorry to hear about that. There's Geneva. I know. I'm just trying to say it right. Um, yeah, we had a lot of fun, Paul and I did. You've been worried about me? I'm sorry. No, there's nothing to worry about. We've been nice and safe. So, we've had a lot of rain. I had more rain today driving down here. I'm in Pensacola. I'm visiting my friend that used to live in Colorado Springs. So, yeah, we went to, ooh, taxes. We went to a bin store, which was like the dig store that Stephen has in Rogersville. So it's like Amazon pallet stuff. So that was really fun this afternoon. Boy, it tires you out walking around on those concrete floors all afternoon. So, and they don't have a restroom, so you can only be there so long. But we found some good stuff. It's all new, but I found some stuff for the booth and some things for some gnomes for my Scandinavian sale. So that was really fun. Yeah, the RJ Sams. Hello, welcome. Good evening. I figured I'd just do a chat today. I mean, I did go shopping with Paula all last week from when we were doing our show in Wetumpka. We didn't have any chance to go snooping because everything closed at 5 o'clock, and that's when our show would close. So hi Jeannie, how are you? And Linda, welcome. Yeah, Paula got home this afternoon too. So she got home. She got there before I did. I stopped at a few places because it was raining. It makes it really hard to drive a while and stay hydrated. And then it's raining, and then you see an antique store, so you have to look for a little bit. So, but I didn't find anything today at antique stores, and I just didn't. There's not enough for me to have brought you guys stuff from this weekend. So I thought I'd just do a quick little chat. Stephen is still recovering from this weekend. He is home. They had some tornadoes run through Florence, which is just west of his city, and took out a couple buildings, including his cousin's antique store. So they've got a lot of work and a lot of mess going on up there to go through. Their Walmart doesn't have power and stuff like that. So I am in Florida. So I came south from Montgomery, which Wetumpka is just on the north side of Montgomery, and in Pensacola, visiting my friend. They moved down here 2 years ago. I think really close to almost 3 now. Goodness sakes, it's hard. Hi, Mary Beth. Welcome. So yeah, I found a few fun things. Oh no, actually it was once it stopped raining and the sun came out, it was very pleasant here tonight. So yeah, crazy weather. Just right at the line, the Alabama Florida line where I stopped at a gas station there, they said they had hail the night before. So we didn't get any of that. That's good. So yeah, I figured I would do just a quick chat. Steven's he was going first because some of their stuff didn't have power, and uh, the band is gonna say I'm gonna double check and see. It might remember, but we'll see what it does. So. This is the other reason. I do remember having a little bit of blips when I was here before, so that's just fine. We don't have to worry about going around all those those blips and lags tonight. So she straightened up the booth. The booth's been doing well. We're gonna have to get some more stuff in there as soon as I get back. So, but our show went well. We did well. It just ended up being a little long. They tried to do it differently, being doing 2 shows back to back or conventions back to back, and then splitting because it was all the same people, so they did them back to back. And ended up then with a lot more of our time and energy being there, but ended up being the same kind of show convention overall. So next year they're going to do it in one session. So we'll see depending on how the yeah, I know it's choppy. Depending on how the dates go. I'm on the Wi-Fi now, so we'll see how that goes. If we will be back, because they are talking about changing the dates for next year, so we'll see. But we're gonna go to some of the malls here tomorrow and go snooping. And okay, yeah, it probably jumped on the Wi-Fi. Good, Paula. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know if anybody has any questions about the convention, the show that we just did. I did do a quick pop-up live at the end of it on Saturday. It was only, I think, 10-15 minutes because we had we were open to the public on Saturday, and otherwise during the rest of the convention there were speakers. So either we were busy helping people with sales, or there were speakers going on. So I didn't want to record over the speakers because I did that last year and it was annoying to listen to, in my opinion. Hi Becky, welcome. And then on Saturday we were busy up until about 1 o'clock. So I wanted to make sure we at least got I got a video and some pictures of the booth, and then did a quick pop-up live so people could see it, and it would be on YouTube as well. So I didn't get much. I knew lots of people weren't going to be able to pop on at that time, but at least you can go back and watch it if you want to. It's not very long, and you can see how the booth was set up. And because it was four of us vendors together, and we had 8-foot tables wide, and then came out with 6-foot tables, and then we had a break for getting in and out of the booth, and then about 4 8-foot tables, and then a break in the middle. So that's how it was set up. And we kind of each took a section. John had one end, Barb had the other end. Stephen was next to John, I was next to Barb, and we just kind of all helped each other, and it kind of flowed from one person to the next, each section of it, which ended up being kind of like our own little booth in a way. So, but it was impressive. People are like, oh, you guys have a really big booth. So people, knew who we were from last time. We weren't as big last year, but they remembered us from that. So Yeah. Um, my car is nowhere near as full as when I came down here. My basically the entire fourth level of boxes um, was gone. So I dropped off boxes with Paula and gained boxes from Paula. And then there were at least four boxes we gave away with things that were purchased. So those left. And then some punch bowls sold that were mom's. So there was about four boxes with that left. So it made it significantly less. You could almost see out the back window until I get my luggage and random stuff back in the car. So it'll be a little bit easier coming back. Less less stuff in the way. So and yeah, it was a huge booth because Stephen and I are like, we're gonna need to leave. We decided to leave an opening in the middle of the front section because we're like, we don't want to walk all the way to the ends to have to get out every time. So we had like three entrances then, and it made it much easier. And it kind of looked like we had a central checkout that way too. So see, yes, that's it. I have space for my gnomes that I bought today, honey. So Joyce was like, look, I found more gnomes. You want these ones too? I'm like, uh-huh, yes I do. So that was fun today. It's a dollar day tomorrow there, but we gotta go look at some antique shops, find some other stuff. So yeah. And it was, Denise. I mean, that stuff is heavier. The dishes, and those punch bowls and stuff, so much heavier than the regular glass that we do. The car is loaded down more with the weight of it, but it's spread as much as I can across across it. But yeah, it is a lot heavier than the regular Fenton and mid-mod glass. I think it's just because of what the material that they're made out of, with the china or the porcelain or the stoneware. Stoneware for sure is heavier. Yeah. Yep, I found gnomes. So I found some neck things for you too, Ma. They had these things that were they're packs that like you break them and they heat and they go around your neck like this so they stay warm. A pack of 10. So I got some of those for you too. We do Geneva, I do normally take a dolly. So um this time I decided, well, I asked Stephen, I said, if you're taking a dolly, will you just let me use yours? Because we're not all unloading at the same time anyway. And then it freed up a bunch of space for me to put more boxes in instead of the space where the wheels and everything were the dolly. And it just worked better this time. So yeah, since John had a dolly, Stephen had a dolly, Barb had a dolly, and the facility had a dolly. So it was just fine. I didn't need it. So yep, I found more gnomes. Um, there were three punch bowls. One was the smaller one. It was the Heisey one with the applied colored the ruby handles. So we had a large, like 14-inch box that was shallower that fit the underplate for that. And then and the punch bowl fit in a regular box. But then the lariat punch bowl fit in a 14 or 16-inch square box. So, but then the silver one I brought just went right inside that, and the underplate went right under it. So that was easy to do. What went in with the other underplate? So we had a couple really odd sized boxes because of those punch bowls. But then it's great for the narrow spots in the car once you start getting it really full to put a shallow box up higher. So that's good. So yeah. So it was nice to get. I mean, I wasn't like, oh, I want to get rid of these for mom, but at the same time, it was a really good venue for it because that's what they're looking for. So I'd sold two of them, and I was like, now I just need to sell this one. And somebody walked up to it and was looking at it, and Steven's like, go talk to him. So I said, I am very motivated not to take that back to Colorado. She's like, how motivated are you? So I gave her a good discount, and it's going to a church where they're going to serve punch out of it at all their functions. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, well, the lariat underplate. I don't even know how big it was, quite honestly. I let her have the blanket. I said, it comes with the official carrying case blanket. I will wrap it up for you and send it on its way with you. So yeah, yeah, it was good to be able to sell some of those big items like that. So, and they love the American and um, Fostoria American here in Alabama. Well, not in Alabama, but that's where the show was. And the lariat, because they wanted just something simple and nice for the church. So she bought a Fostoria American punch bowl set, and she bought the lariat one and took them back for their functions. That's the word I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was kind of fun because there's certain things you're like, oh, that's interesting, and it's fun to be able to send a big set on with someone because they appreciate it or they've been looking for it, and it's nice to have what they're actually looking for, especially when you're coming from such a distance to a show like that. We just can't run home and say, oh, I have that at home, I'll go get it for you for tomorrow. So um, it worked pretty well. It was a learning experience again because different things sold than last year. So some of the things that we brought that sold last year didn't sell this year. But all in all, it was a good show. So it's interesting. It's a whole different culture when you go so far away. So it's fun to see that they really appreciate some of the things that you bring too. So they're like, I can't believe you drove all the way from Colorado. I mean, well, that was the other question. They're like, did you drive? And we're like, well, we can't get it here much any other way because you can't fly it here. So we're like, yep, got a trailer, got a big van. They're like, how did you get it here? I'm like, I have a minivan, just filled it up. I'm like, wow, I can't believe that's all gonna fit in there. One of the other vendors, he's like, all your stuff's gonna fit back in there. I'm like, everything that I brought will. So when that's how it came here, it should all fit back in. So, but it was a long week and packing up and we ended about 2 o'clock and I got loaded about 8. So then I went and got everybody dinner and brought it back to them because they were still packing and then finishing loading late for the one because Barb and John were all together in a vehicle. So my chat has stopped. So if you have put anything in the chat, I haven't seen anything since Jeremy's comment and Mom's comment. So I'll turn on my tablet and see if that'll pop up and see if I can get something to update. I don't know if I can. There's laughy faces. Oh, okay. You're charging. You should be good. My phone is at 19%, but it is plugged in. So we should be okay. So I was going to say, if anybody had any questions about it, let me know. I will be visiting here for another day, and then I'll start driving back. And there are a couple places I need to stop along the way. I need to stop at the Scandinavian shop in Texas, and a couple stores that I like to around on that route stop at. So, and then I'll be back to pretty much my regular route, just north up out of Amarillo, and head home. You've seen this happening in the chat a lot. Oh, like where it just stalls out, or it's not showing up. Denise, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, and we were so tired. We would finish the show, eat dinner, and then we just want to go back to the house. And we'd sit and watch TV or get on our phones and check everything and get caught up on messages and stuff. And then I'm like, it's 8:30, but I'm going to bed. So thank you, Laura. Appreciate it. It'd be nice to be able to spend a little bit more time, not so it's not, I mean, I want to get back home by a certain time, but there's no deadline to be back home for. So it's not like coming out in the first place where I need to be here by a certain time. So it should be a little less stressful going home. And it'd be fun to hang out with Joyce. I haven't been able to see her for a little while. Oh, that's strange, Geneva. But now I'm seeing a few comments, so I guess I will see if I missed anything on my tablet. But you know, so I mean, we have Paul and I have a couple pictures we're gonna post. And since I've been driving today and getting down here, I haven't had time to do that. And I'm gonna send them to her so she can post them wherever she wants to. And about 6 o'clock yesterday, I went, we didn't take any video of any of our shopping. So we're like, nope, that's all you get. There's a couple of selfies of us. So Jeremy, that is up in the air still for us because it's still an option to be at the Marietta show in May, but it hasn't been firmed up yet for our schedule. So we're working on figuring it out. Yeah, everybody's tired too. I totally understand. I know I haven't been able to. I know, Geneva. And Paula's like, too bad. No videos, just pictures. So, do. Oops, let's turn that one down. I don't need to hear that one. There we go. What did I miss? Oh, thanks, Paula. It was fun. I was a little, I was like, I felt bad because I'm like, I'm just so tired. And she's like, I know you're tired. And I'm like, but I feel bad, but I want to hang out and do stuff. So we mostly chilled on the rest of Sunday. And then we went. It felt a lot better after having another night of sleep. So that was good. Well, Jeremy, I'm working on it. That will be a show. I'll been in Texas in February, Alabama, March and April. Springfield is April, and then that show is in May. So we'll see how we can make it work. But we have to double check with some of Barb's school schedule and other schedules, and then we just need to firm up the details and how it's all going to happen and work. Since it's a first timer thing, I would love to have some more specifics, and I'm sure we'll be able to get some more of that when we're at Ann and John's show in Springfield in April. So hopefully we'll get all my questions answered. So, oh, see, and Mom is making decisions and stuff while I'm gone. She got to go look at some more units at the satellite where she really wants to be. And looks like she is working on making commitments to getting a unit. So she's saying she's now moving in May. So that'll be interesting. I know we have to work on, the booth has to be updated and keep working on Mom's house. And yeah, it's going to be a busy summer, I think. So it's really nice I expected it to be so much warmer. This is the first day I've even worn capris. And it was almost too chilly with the rain for a while to even wear those. So it's been much colder and than I had thought it would be. I was hoping it'd be warmer. And it's like I've been waiting for the weather to warm up, and it's just not doing it, even if I'm down here in the South too. So yep, now she's got a deadline apparently. So it was a done deal. Okay. There we go. She says it's a done deal. Well, there we go. So she told me she went and looked at it on Sunday. And I know she said she really liked it and was figuring that's what she wanted to do, but I didn't know it was a done deal yet. So there it is. Okay. Now I have another deadline to deal with, Jeremy. Maybe depends. Maybe I'll come to the show to get away from the moving tail end of it. So yeah, it's been in the works. Obviously it's all been in the works since what? Christmas, basically, that she was been started talking about wanting to downsize and move. So, I mean, it's great because I know she wanted to know where she was going. So she knows where she's going. Then we have a plan to get it accomplished. So, right? So, yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting. So, Jeremy, are you coming out to Ann and John's show in Springfield by chance then? Because I know that's when the next event is. And it's almost 3 weeks away by the time I get home next week. So just a month away. Yeah. hmm Well, I can't. Yeah. Well, I know just from moving all my boxes. I mean, I'm putting them on the dolly and then just in the car. I know my limits on moving boxes. No worries. Yep. So, well, we got lots to plan and get going on for the next month here too, because I have a big dinner at the lodge too in April. It's our Frocos meal, which is our spring smorgasbord. So and I'm heading that one up. So that's the week after Easter. And so it'll be, as soon as that's over, it'll be loading the van and heading out to Springfield basically. So the good news is the majority of that Fenton is already packed in the van, so I know where that is, and I have an assortment of new Fenton that I just have to pack up and add to it for that. So it shouldn't be. That's old hat packing up Fenton. Not a problem to get it for that show. Grasshopper sale in October. You have to tell me more about that. Like send me a message or something, where it is and what that is, because we have our show in Anderson at Stevens in the beginning of November. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the beauty of going home. First of all, I gain an hour going back into that time zone. So automatically I gain an extra hour. So that's good. And then and since, Jeff's working during the day, I don't have to get up and go and do anything right away in the morning. So I can sleep in and kind of catch up for a few days and then go from there. And that's kind of the other reason why I was like, I mean, I have the stuff from the sale from last week, and as soon as I get home, I will have a Tuesday sale, within a day or so. Huh, okay. Might still message me that since I can't copy and paste it from here. That would be awesome. Hi, Trisha. I haven't seen you in forever. I've been off the YouTube doing all sorts of crazy in-person stuff. Good to see you. Yeah, because it's like when you do these big in-person shows, you just get out of your ordinary schedule of watching and doing and seeing stuff on the social media. And I am just not good enough at the regular routine of posting it on Instagram and Facebook. I posted to the group that the BTS show and convention was for, but other than that, Jeff's like, I didn't see any pictures. I'm like, well, I posted on Facebook, but he wasn't in that group. So that's why I wanted to for sure get that pop-up for you all so you could see it that way. I know. It's one of those things. So, well, now that shows are in full swing again, they're almost being on top of each other schedule-wise because there's only so many weekends in the nicer season of weather to do stuff, and you have to start picking and choosing where you go and what you do. So, I mean, the weekend of there's a gala, which is a Fenton function in Kansas City in September, and that is the same weekend as the extravaganza flea market in Ohio, and it's the same weekend as another show somewhere else. I'm like, well, that'll be interesting to have to figure out what takes priority that weekend. So I know. But all you missed out on was a lot of work, Jeff, honestly. All we did was come back home and go to bed super early. Wasn't a lot that we did other than, I mean, I I'm like, Steven, what time is it? He's like 8:30. I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'm done. I haven't gone to bed that early in a long time. But definitely needed it this last week. So I know. And Geneva, I know. And then Geneva's been trying to see, all the scheduling stuff too. I don't remember if we figured that out, if I was going to be around when you were trying to get to Colorado or not. I know Leanne was in Colorado Springs this last weekend while I was gone too. She came down from her and Trisha's part of the country, visited. She was in Pikes Peak and Garden of the Gods and Manitou Springs, and I'm like, oh, all it looks like I'm missing is the snow and the cold, unfortunately, while she's there. And her, of course, but can only do so many things. We'll see what we can do, Geneva. We'll see what we can do. So I didn't feel like I was a bunch of ball of company because we just packed up. So I know Paula is so sweet about it. She's like, it was fun. It was a great time. But I was like, I just want to sit here. So yeah, you know, it's fun. It's fun to be able to go to a few places, visit a few people. I'm gonna get to stop at a few places on the way home, and I will be home shortly, so it won't be too long. And then apparently, Mom is gonna be putting us right to work anyway, so plenty to do when I get back, and we'll be right back in the swing of things between all the shows and see how we can make it all work out and get to be a better schedule again. So just get used to coming and going again. Hmm. What's really funny is somebody was like, were you staying at such and such a hotel? And I said, no. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Aunt Becky. Why are you saying Aunt Becky? Which, who is it? Other than you're signed in as my Caitlin, who is it? So I must have a twin somewhere that was in Wetumpka the same time I was, because she's like, I swear I saw you at the hotel. Oh, it's a Melody. Hey, Mel and Caitlin. Guys, good to see you. So it is. It is definitely. So, and they want to, it's spring break, like the northern part of Alabama is on spring break. So there's a whole bunch of people coming down here towards the beaches this week. And lucky for them, they get a lot of rain. So hopefully the weather will even out a little bit so they can have some beach time. I'll at least see the ocean quick, and then we'll do some snooping tomorrow, and then I'm gonna start heading northwest again. Oh, thank you, Paula. It was fun. We got to sit and chat last night. All of a sudden it was midnight. I was like, oh, I might want to go to sleep sometime soon. Not that I was ready to be done talking by any means. So holiday. So yeah. Oh, I went to a movie. Cool. So yeah, I mean, life's been busy, life's been crazy. I will definitely have some stuff by next Tuesday between some more shopping here and then a few stops on the way home. I will have some fun stuff to share with you guys for a sale next Tuesday. And I think it'll just be a little bit more substantial that way because I got a few things for the Springfield show yesterday, and that's like half of what I got. It feels like. I mean, we weren't like, we didn't have our arms full every time we left someplace. So I got like one thing at one place and two things in another place. But we found some stuff. Spread a little bit of money around at the local places, which is what I like to do, is to support some of those local small shops, which is fun. So yeah. So that's the plan. Next Tuesday, and then I will basically invoice after that. So, hi, Mitch. Thanks for popping in. How are you doing? Appreciate it. Yep, we're doing great. We're just the good thing is that all the storms are just either missing us or coming before us, coming after us. All I've had is rain. So, no tornadoes where we were, no tornadoes, no hail even. So it's been good weather for that, other than the rain. So we could do another one. Yes, we will probably need to do schedule another pop up from Mom's house for sure. So she's ready to go, isn't she, guys? She sounds like she's excited, ready to do this. So, but basically just wanted to do a quick chat and say hi and everybody know that I am I'm here. We're good. Just tired. So, get some more rest tonight and we'll go find some more find some shops because she has a couple booths in a couple different places. So we'll go check them out and see what's new and exciting here in town. And then right, then we can bring it all back and sell it to you. So it'll be kind of fun because then it'll be things like, hey Paula, we got this one at this place. So she will be able to add to what some of the things I picked up when it comes up next week. So that'll be cool. Yeah, Stephen was supposed to be on tonight, but also because I'm here at my friend's house, I kind of feel like it's hard to. I mean, I want to take away too much time, obviously, for their hospitality and everything, and be like, oh, bye guys, I got to do a 3-hour live. So and he was in the next town over. They were doing grocery shopping and going to dinner and stuff um because of the tornado that came through so close to them. So I think they have a little bit different stuff that they have to deal with in terms of power outages and things getting back up to normal in their area. And he said he might be able to pop on next week, depending on how things are going. So that was another thought I had. And or I'll see where his normal 4th week would land too. And we can double check and see how that would work. So, well, hi, Kathy. Welcome. Good to see you. I get called Beck all the time. It's not a problem. It's kind of what's funny. So, I know. She's probably okay. Here's my guess. Mom, you tell me if I'm right or not. She probably, yeah, by today, she looked at it on Sunday. If she's already committed to it, she probably has some sort of a floor plan already mapped out. So she knows kind of the amount of square footage and the distance on the walls that she has to be able to fill up. And she is starting to measure all the furniture that she wants to take with her and making little sticky note 3D things to put on her little map and map out where she wants all the furniture to go so we know what's going and what's staying from the house. Tell me if you got that map started yet, Ma. That's a pretty normal thing for Mom to get her head all planned out for what she wants to do at a booth or in her classroom and stuff like that. So let's see if I'm on it yet or if I'm ahead of the game. I'll see if she'll fess up for us here. So, but yeah, so we're all doing good. Hopefully it'll be nice sunny weather here for some snooping tomorrow. Get to hang out and do some fun stuff. I haven't seen my friend. Well, I saw her. No, we didn't get to stop last fall, so I haven't seen her for a whole year. So it's really special for me that they um are let me come and hang out with them. So she's already got the graph paper map started. See? I know that lady. That's funny. So, and she will have it all planned out within an inch of its life, so we know what is going and what is not in short order, I am sure. So, it'll help, and since she knows now where we're heading and what we're doing, that'll help make all those decisions easier too, I think, as to what she wants to pack up and move around. So I'm sure you guys will look forward to seeing. Oh, and I betcha, yeah. Okay, so okay, back up. One of those sentences. The place she's going to go, since she says she's made the commitment, is called the Satellite. It is a mid-century modern style apartment condominium complex. So that'll be really fun to be able to show you guys some of the like the sign and the view that she's going to have from there and stuff, because it's a really interesting building. I don't recall the exact year that it was built, but it's a very mid-mod style in its original architecture, but everybody's been able to update their units and such, and they've kept it up very nicely. So, but they've been pulling in like the mid-mod design in the, like when they redo the carpets and things, and then they've got like the Sputnik lights that they've put in the lobby when they've been redoing it. So they do a good job of making it kind of still fit the era. So that's pretty cool. 1969. It's old, it's newer than my house. Our house was built in 61. So yeah, that'll be fun to be able to show some views from the balcony and such, because it's got a great view out of all those all the exterior walls are windows, so you get to see, and balconies on the outside. So it's got great views from that. So yeah. Okay, anybody else have any other questions for me? And then I think we're just going to call it a night. And I look forward to finding some more stuff tomorrow. And then bringing it all to you next week, because there will be enough that way, because otherwise it's just not. I'm like, oh, here's the two things I've found, which there's a few more than that, but yeah, I'd rather bring you all a good sale quantity than just a few. So we will do it upright, and I got room to bring stuff home. Got room to pack it in. I even have a couple empty boxes I'm bringing home too, so I might have to rearrange and pull out an empty box so I can fill it up on the way home. Yeah, I'll be heading home shortly, honey. It'll just take a little while to get there. So yeah. Well, I'm glad she's been able to find a space, because I know she's been looking at every single one that's come up. So it'll be cool. So thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it. So thanks everybody for popping in. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out, giving me a thumbs up, saying hi. And I will try to I don't think I have much of other video from this trip, but I do have some video from the booth. I have a little bit from the traveling, but not much. And I'll see what else I can put together. And by the time I get home, maybe have a little bit more put together for what we did for this trip as well. So I look forward to seeing everybody, and hopefully in the next couple of days as I'm driving home, I will have some more downtime all by myself, and I'll be able to pop on to some other people's lives and chats and everything and say hello and kind of get back in that regular routine as well. So thank you all so much. Love you, Mom. Love you, Jeff. Bye, Mel. Bye, Caitlin. Love you guys. And I'll see y'all soon. Find Steven. I will get him back on here and get him back on his regular routine too. So good night, everyone. Good night, Paula. Thanks again for hanging out with me. It was a good time. Appreciate it. Talk to y'all later.